A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. Let me put a question. Is it possible that God has rejected his people? Of course not. I, an Israelite, descended from Abraham through the tribe of Benjamin, could never agree that the Lord had rejected his people, the people he chose specially long ago. Do you remember what Scripture says of Elijah, how he complained to God about Israel's behavior? Let me put another question then. Have the Jews fallen forever, or have they just stumbled? Obviously they have not fallen forever. Their fall, though, has saved the pagans, in a way the Jews may now well emulate. Think of the extent to which the world, the pagan world, has benefited from their fall and defection. Then think how much more it will benefit from the conversion of them all. There is a hidden reason for all this, brothers, of which I do not want you to be ignorant, in case you think you know more than you do. One section of Israel has become blind, but this will last only until the whole pagan world has entered, and then after this the rest of Israel will be saved as well. As Scripture says, the Liberator will come from Zion, he will banish godlessness from Jacob, and this is the covenant I will make with them when I take their sins away. The Jews are enemies of God only with regard to the good news, and enemies only for your sake. But as the chosen people, they are still loved by God, loved for the sake of their ancestors. God never takes back his gifts or revokes his choice. The Word of the Lord. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Now on the Sabbath day Jesus had gone for a meal to the house of one of the leading Pharisees, and they watched him closely. He then told the guests a parable because he had noticed how they picked the places of honor. He said this: "When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take your seat in the place of honor. A more distinguished person than you may have been invited, and the person who invited you both may come and say, 'Give up your place to this man.' And then, to your embarrassment, you would have to go and take the lowest place. No, when you are a guest, make your way to the lowest place and sit there, so that when your host comes, he may say, 'My friend, move up higher.' In that way, everyone with you at the table will see you honored. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and the man who humbles himself will be exalted." The Gospel of the Lord.